Okay, yeah. So that will like
Yeah, sure.
yeah, you can show him like
I'll show you real quick what we trade. So we have two models that we kind of go hand in hand with. It's first off is the PDI model. So we just wait. It's like an AMD model. Do you know about the AMD model? It's just accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. So yeah, so we do it. Basically, here's accumulation. We wait for the manipulation candle that sweeps.
I'm gonna just go to the bathroom 2 seconds.
All right, perfect. That sweeps, for example, previous day highs, previous day lows, or like any strong liquidity, or enters a high time frame gap, like a 1 hour unfilled gap, or more preferably 15-minute unfilled gaps. So we want just price to get inside that 15-minute unfilled after seeing this chop manipulate, and then after we do that, we just have a little inverse towards. Normally, we just break even at the end of the accumulation, and we take profit at, let's say, previous day lows or like the closest liquidity, like internal liquidity or external liquidity. So that's the first model we trade. It's called PDI, and then we also have the MEC model that I don't know if you know PB Blake. He basically invented this method. So it's just a low swing high, then a swing low, and then it's kind of hard to explain, but it's like a low swing high and then a swing low that sweeps this low, and then we just have an inverse upwards. Same thing here. We had a 15-minute unfilled gap, or we sweep previous day lows, and that's kind of an A+ setup for us. So that's kind of the model that we trade with. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. It's both are basically the same, but our win rate is probably 70%. Like on the low, it's 70%, but for example, Blake, who invented this model, it's 80%, I think. So it's pretty good strategy. And so you said 3 years. That's more than us, I think.
Yeah, one, you're the guy who just texted me, like who was on the PB Discord, right? That's you, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you want to help with daily bias more, if I'm correct. Is that right? What, like we can do a
Yeah, we can do a quick demonstration here.
explanation, yeah.
So first off, when you come into the session, for example, right now we are at all-time highs. I think they'll be yeah, okay. Yeah, so right now we're at all-time highs. So always when you're all-time highs, you gotta ask yourself one question: is actually just it's a term. It's not a question. It's basically I'm bullish until I'm proven wrong. So always all-time highs, you're bullish until you are proven wrong. And what can prove you wrong is basically this 4-hour inversing. So
Or an SMT look.
or an SMTR high. So two things. Okay, first of all, either we inverse this 4-hour or we have an SMT at this high. So let's check. Yeah, we do. So we have an SMT with this high. Do you see it? Right here. So we have an SMTR high, but preferably I would like to wait for this gap to inverse to then go for shorts. If we hold this gap and we just go up and maybe get closer to the SMT, I'm gonna go look more for longs. But if we inverse this, then I'm gonna 100% just go shorts all day, because it's just, you know, towards
So
probably
like
this
basically the thing with daily bias is you don't want to just like set one daily bias and just stick to it and just like marry that bias. Okay, when you trade, you want to be reactive and not be predictive. So like if we take the example right now, okay, you want to set conditions to yourself, as in, okay, if I see this gap inversing, I'm gonna want to take shorts toward these sell side liquidities. But if this gap holds and we have a retrace up, so if this gap holds and we start retracing back up, I'll want to see longs toward the buy side liquidity and all-time highs. So the thing is with daily bias, when I first started, I had this misconception that daily bias was like you get in, you look at your bias, and then when you set your bias, you just have to, let's say you're short for the day, you just have to take shorts, or you're long for the day, you just have to take longs, and you're just stuck with this. But no, your bias can change. You can adapt. So now we're clearly like in a bearish momentum, but we're also at all-time highs. So we can be both. So what do? Instead of trading right now, you wait to see how price reacts. And now what Ziad just said, he's gonna wait to see if this 4 hour gap inverse, and if this gap inverses, that means that what does that mean? It means that we're in a clear bearish momentum. We just had an SMT at the high and inversed that gap. So where is price gonna go next? Probably at these two sell side liquidity that we see. The first week right here and the second week right here. But if price respects that gap, what does it mean? It means that this SMT was just there for a quick retrace, and then we're gonna continue the bullish run towards all-time high. Okay, so you can't really predict where price is going to retrace to, but you can predict, well, you can react to what price gives you. So that's the most important thing, is to react, because your bias can change. You can open and be short, but then your drawn liquidity gets taken, and then you flip long, because then after the price takes this drawn liquidity, what is price most likely to do then? Flip back up and go long towards all-time high, you know. So the most important thing I would say is not to marry a bias, but mostly to be like reactive. That was my main issue before. So that's like the most important skill to focus on, is to be reactive, and also find your drawn liquidity. Okay, and that's all. And the drawn liquidity, like understanding where is the most probable drawn liquidity, is only achievable by backtesting and backtesting and backtesting. Okay, you can't have this discretion of like knowing where is the most probable drawn liquidity if you never backtest. Okay, I used to be the kind of guy who said, oh yeah, you don't need to backtest. If you know how to trade your model on live, that's it. But I learned my lesson. Okay, I got fucked very hard, and then now I preach backtesting 1 week of data every single day. So you keep your mind sharp, you keep your edge sharp, and also it's like a muscle. You have to train it every day or every 2 days to keep that muscle. If you start going to the gym for 1 year and then you stop for the next year, you're not gonna keep your muscles. You're just gonna lose all of your progress. Okay, so these are like my main advice for daily bias. And then it's just you practice, journal everything. Like when you have a wrong bias, journal. Why did I get this bias wrong? Oh, I didn't see this gap got respected. I didn't see we were in a clear bullish momentum, and I wanted to take shorts when we had already a retrace. Or we hit the equilibrium of the range, then we retraced back down, so no reason to take longs at equilibrium. We're too high in a premium, you know, like things like this. Always backtest your mistakes, and even when you win, not backtest, journal I mean, and even when you win, journal your wins so you understand why you won and how you can repeat that same process so you can win again. So these are all my advice that I would give you, that I implemented for myself to start like getting. I have like right now I think I have like a 95% win rate on my bias. Like every time I set a bias for myself, 95% of the time I'm right. Okay, the only thing that's left is to find the entry, and that's with my win rate on backtesting, and on live it's around 70%. But with the bias, it should be around 90%, 95%, because that's your drawn liquidity. That's the most important thing in trading. If you have your drawn liquidity right, there's nothing stopping you from winning most of the time. Okay, there you have no excuses left, except the only reason you may not be winning is due to psychology issue. But if your drawn liquidity is correct and your strategy is correct, you have no excuses to not be making money in trading. So yeah, if you have anything else you want me to go over, something, was that clear or no? Else?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So we're gonna start backtesting then. What I do next is just go on the 1 hour and determine my draws. For example, we have London highs here, who is not sponsored, has not been taken out, so I would like price to maybe reach this, or maybe these highs, and if we inverse the gap, then I would just like to see these lows get taken out, or previous day lows get taken out, and yeah, that's it. Do you guys hear my dog? Or no? Okay. He's barking. All right, so let's just skip to see what happens. Okay, so already drawing up. We entered this 15-minute unfilled gap.
Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording, yeah.
Yeah, just one, so you know, every call is gonna be, well, we did a first call last week. It was recorded in the Free Sauce channel, and every call is gonna be recorded and posted in the Free Sauce channel. So if you wanna like go back to what we said and everything, you can just go back, and we'll post it in the Free Sauce channel for free, of course.
So you see that we respect this 15-minute. So we're looking like we're going to inverse this 4-hour, but you still have to wait. Yeah, no. So I guess we're gonna be bullish then.
Ouais, check.
We're also
la
gonna
1
inverse
hour.
this
Attends, il est
15
quelle heure?
9:54. So
Ok, yeah.
I'm going
Si on
to be
inverse
more
cette 15
bullish.
minutes, clairement
Yeah.
long.
So we inverse the 15-minute. We're gonna delete it. Delete this too. And
Yeah, the 5, il a dit, I also saw that I also saw that PB uses 15 and 5 minutes for condition. Yeah, the 15 and 5 minutes, we use these for condition, but not for bias. Bias, we use more the 30 minutes, 1 hour, and 4 hour time frame. The 5 and 15 minutes, it's more for condition on where we want to take a trade. So like right now, like Ziad literally just said, he said, okay, I'd like to see this 15-minute get inverse to flip my bias to long and then look to take longs, you know. So but look,
what I'm looking at right now
looking this 15 minutes
is I want.
It's getting. Moi je prends le short.
What? T'es plus short?
Moi je shorterais this bitch parce que check, là on est clear bearish momentum, ok. Même si on n'a pas inverse la 4 hour right now, on vient de respecter la 15.
Yeah, but we're also respecting this 15.
A higher retrace.
Because
yeah.
Because
Juste avance, je prendrais rien live.
Yeah, I wouldn't take anything. But what I'm seeing is that we might re-enter this 15-minute and then go towards this 30-minute who's still left unfilled. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So price just this and might just hit the.
Est-ce qu'il y a une 1 hour?
In 1 hour.
Is this
Yeah, so we just hit a 1 hour. But I would still want maybe to hit equilibrium of this range before we do anything, but let's see.
Moi je verrais 1 hour and then back down. Et après il est... Non, il y a juste du temps.
Yeah.
Avance.
Right. Nothing's really going on.
C'est juste
what day is it?
Choppy
ass day. Looks like we're holding the 30 minutes.
C'est quoi, on est on Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah. No news. There's news. Oh, okay.
There's FOMC.
I mean, it's Tuesday, so I don't know.
There's FOMC mercredi?
It's the day
Wednesday
before.
Or Tuesday?
Right now or Tuesday.
Okay, it's the day before.
Yeah, it's the day before FOMC, so. Alright, so we hit this 30 minutes, so I might be looking more towards shorts, but we just inverse this 30 minute. Still have the 1 hour, so I mean, probably we're not going to take trades, but if we do, I think shorts are better. Just drawing up.
Unless we get a continuation long right now, but it's 10-3.
Do have an SMT at this high.
With the way we're displacing, with the way we're displacing, I'd see more like continuation long after a 5-minute tap. So let's see, but this probably won't happen.
So let's delete this.
Yeah, just.
So we just tap the 5.
Yeah, it's okay.
And
maybe
we might get it now. But
do you have an inter? Mais y a-t-il une SMT? Bah c'est shitty là.
Yeah, there is, but nah, yeah, no, we're not trading today. Yeah, no trades, no trades.
It's gonna be the continuation long. Skip is gonna be the continuation. Yeah, look at this. But no trades today. Just shitty price action.
Shitty price. We don't have to trade every day.
Like it's not.
Whatever.
Yeah. So just skip to the next day. Il y a FOMC, so skip to. C'est à quelle heure? C'est FOMC minutes or FOMC?
FOMC, what do you mean?
Like
okay,
FOMC shit.
It's yeah, it's minutes. It's not the best FOMC, but I think we should skip, no?
C'est à quelle heure? At what time is it? J'arrive pas à voir.
2 p.m.
Yeah, okay. Well, you can trade the FOMC minutes. You can just skip to FOMC.
Alright.
Because I don't trade before FOMC. When there's FOMC, I trade after FOMC releases, so between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. mostly. Because usually it comes out at 2.
Alright, so 2 p.m.
On s'en t'es pas encore à 2.
Alright, perfect. So, buys for the day. So,
Still all-time high, mais on a eu un retrace.
yeah,
Moi,
still
je vais
all-time
aller long,
highs.
Loki. Do you have an SMT?
We do? Hold up.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, no, we don't. We don't. Is there... Oh, no. Yeah, we're not on highs. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no
but it's-
SMTs, but it's okay. I'm kind of long because even if we inverse this 4 hour, which yeah we just did. Alright, hold on. We're gonna look at the lower time frame. So I kind of want price to hit this 1 hour before we do anything. So we hit this 1 hour gap,
Yeah, like a tap in the 1 hour.
and then we maybe could go for
Then,
longs. Because even if we
well-
inverse this 4 hour, I think we're still just pretty bullish because you know we're just in super bullish order flow. And the only issue I have is that even if we hit this 1 hour, we have previous day lows right here that
Yeah.
I still want to get to see hit. If we have an SMT, I'm going to take the trade. If we don't, then we'll see. But
Yeah, it would be nice, like we tap the 1 hour, have an SMT with previous day low, and then take a long.
par
Because
contre, yeah, we have an SMT
previous
at
day
this
low
high.
is close.
Yeah, and we also have an SMT at our high.
Wait,
I don't know if you guys
Go
see
check.
it.
Yes,
So-
yes, it's close to previous day low, right? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
close.
it's close. So yeah, if we sweep it on yes, then 100%. We might just sweep it now. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So we also have an
so
SMT at our
it's-
lows, which I believe is way more valid than the one for the
Oh,
highs
I'll
because we're
look,
inside the
yeah.
gap.
Exactly. So I'll look for longs right now.
Yeah, and SMT inside a
Longs
gap is
still-
like 10 times stronger than a normal SMT. So I would rather take the long SMT than
You
the short
have
one.
a 50-minute unfilled right
Yeah.
above.
So we're gonna target this. Let's see if we get any trades towards it. We have a 2 minute, so we always take the higher time frame. 2 minute.
Y a pas de 3, de 5.
No 2
There's no
minute.
like 2 or 3.
Nope. So we need to take the 2 minutes.
This 2 minutes is so gay. Look at this.
No, it's really weird. I don't trust it.
Yeah.
Maybe we have an
Okay, maybe
internal-
a resweep of the low.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
was
and
looking at.
internal SMT would be so sexy.
Oh, come on.
No internal SMT, but it's still a resweep though. What time is it?
It's
Yeah, it's gonna sweep previous day low.
yeah, looks like
But
it.
maybe we're gonna have a bigger SMT with previous day low. Let's see. Oh. Didn't sweep yet.
Okay, so you just wait for the sweep and then.
No, not really. Like we still have an SMT. If
Yeah,
you have a
SMT
good
is still
displacement
holding.
up, I'll take the long.
All right.
Like we're still in a 1 hour gap at this low.
Yeah, we just need some
When
good
you look at the 1 hour.
good displacement up, and then we can take this. But right now, price is just horrible. I don't know. I've never seen price so bad.
Yeah, if it hits.
Okay,
if it
that's
hits
nice.
15. Okay, that's nice displacement though. Check if there's an internal SMT. Wait.
With this high,
Internal SMT.
there's no internal SMT, but at the lows,
No, but with the low.
nope.
No, but we still didn't sweep. We
We
still,
still didn't sweep
previous
this. We
day
have
low.
a external SMT with these highs, and we can still target this high. This is very nice
We have
displacement
the,
up.
Is the data high touched? Of 2? Data
Yeah,
high
we
of
also
2.
have data highs here.
It's untouched. We have data high here. Yeah. Okay. And is there at like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 5 minutes? What's the highest time frame inverse?
There's no 5 minute, but we have a good break-even spot here.
And where's like what's the highest time frame?
There's a
inverse
2
to
minute
it?
and there's a 2 minute. That's it. So we have to take this 2 minute here.
Honestly, I'll take this trade for me.
All right. Yeah, I'll take it too.
And if it loses, it loses. But I'll take this trade.
So stop loss.
I'll put my stop at the wick, Loki, for me.
The wick.
Because it's it's since we chopped so much.
Honestly,
I wouldn't trust.
I mean the stop loss is 20-30 points. So I don't know. I think the body is reasonable. If it goes to the body, I don't want to be in the trade
Wait.
anymore. But
Yeah, you're right. Look at the 2 minute. Just for me to see the 2 minute.
yeah, we can put at the low of this 2 minute, and that
Did it
will work.
inverse? Yeah, it's valid. If this goes south, then it's just part of the
Let's see.
strategy of the process. Yo, like you trigger me. Just click on the indicator and then enter the trade.
No, bro. All right, we can go break even already.
Yeah, break even. The internal high is touched.
Yeah, I
and
might
then
just go
this
break even.
bitch run.
Bro,
Yeah, just break even. Just let it run. Let's see if the bias
Yeah,
was
of
right.
course.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
right.
yeah, of course. Happens.
Bias was right. Just break even trade.
Oh, that could have been clean though.
Part of the game.
This trade here could have been so
Yeah.
clean. We also
What,
had,
the re-entry you're talking?
yeah, the entry right here,
Oh,
because
yeah,
we
yeah.
just had a little
But
bang manipulation and then,
bam, bam. Would
yeah.
have been like same place. What makes you decide where you put stop loss at the wick or candle body? Ah, salut Felix. Uh, the wick. Well, it depends. It depends on like how price is moving. Honestly, it's just like that's mostly on discretion. But like when you look at price, like where we inversed here, we were like Ziad showed us. We were like around 30 points away from our stop loss. So even if price chopped a little, since we're like so far away, like 30 points, it's okay to put it at the body. But if I'm like 10, 15 points away from my stop loss, I'm gonna want to put it at the wick, because that so that I give price more like room to breathe. Because if it's just 10, 15 point stop, there's a high chance of like price just chopping around and like getting us out of that trade. So
Yeah.
mostly it depends on like how far we are from the stop loss. So like just you can see visually like where we inverse and how far the stop loss is from where we enter the trade. It's okay to put it at the body. But if we inverse like really close and like the stop loss isn't even more than 15 points, I'm gonna want to put it at the wick. So it really depends on like how much we're chopping and how close we are.
Yeah, if we inverse like here, then I would not feel comfortable having my stop loss so close. I would honestly
Yeah, because you
want to
see,
have it at least at the low, because we inversed, here. It's just way too low. Price could just come here and then just go back and then up. So, it's just for safe reasons.
it
And
just depends on how much room,
yeah,
how much room you give price to, like how much breathing room you can give price to, depending on your stop loss placement.
yeah, exactly. All right, so break even happens, but target was right. Might go back down after this, but yeah, okay, perfect. Next.
Bro,
So
I see
bullish.
the aura
Oh
farm.
my god.
Bro, I see the aura farm. Pense pas que je t'ai vu, bro. Il might go back down after this.
Ah, never mind.
Il a vu price go back down un peu, il était trop content.
Alright, so what we can see is it's really easy when we're at all-time highs. Like I did my best in 2 seconds already. We're so bullish, all-time highs. We have a 4-hour unfilled. What I want to see is price getting inside this 4-hour and then going more up.
Retrace and then
If we inverse it and we go down here, then my next draw would be this 4-hour. I don't know if you guys see it. This one here, or even more down, some liquidities down. There's not much, but we have some lows we could target. So yeah, that's my draw.
But then always we're so high up that and we do the same even if you're not at all-time highs. Yeah, so like if you're not at all-time highs, then you gotta. Est-ce que tu peux faire un exemple genre if you're not at all-time highs?
Yeah, for example, let's
Because
go
all-time
to
highs is like really like low-key an exception, because all-time highs is really easy to make your bias, because most of the time when you're at all-time highs, you're gonna want to keep longing and keep being bullish, or just like wait for a retrace and then going long and everything. Because if you're at all-time high, you don't want to go against the trend and short all-time high. Okay, as a trader, you want to follow the trend, so you want to just wait for a retrace and then continue longing towards all-time high. But if you're not at all-time high, then you have to see which drawn liquidity is most likely to get hit, in what market maker structure are we in. Are we in a market maker buy model, or are we in a market maker sell model? So these are like more conditions you have to look for, and confidences you have to add up to determine your bias. So like Ziad, you can give an example for not being an all-time high.
for example, I'll go for. Okay, imagine. I need New York session though. It starts at. I'm gonna go on 1 hour. Alright, let's go really far away. So here we're not at all-time highs. And where is 930? Perfect. So imagine you start off here. What do you see? You see that, let's say you forget about all of this here. We see that we inversed this 1 hour. It's hard to not, because if I go back to the 4-hour, we're not gonna see this again. So look, imagine you're here. You see that you swept this high. You see that you entered this gap, which is also probably 4-hour. Imagine we had like an SMT at this high too, just for example. Then my draw would obviously be bearish towards this low. All right, this low, or even this low, which probably was previous day lows. All right, but for example, if on the other side, we come back down here, we respect this gap, okay, and we draw more up. So for example, this gap here respects this one. So let me just draw it for you. We have a respect from this gap, and then we go up and we inverse a gap here. For example, we inverse a 15-minute gap. I don't know if you're following me, but after that inverse, I would like to see longs towards this high or this high, which is, for example, this high, this wick. So I would like to see longs towards this, and then if we enter a gap and then we inverse another one, then I would see shorts towards a low. So it's really reactive. You have to react to what price is giving you, and depending on what inverses and what happens, then you take what price gives you. That's it. So
also, I like to emphasize on this. You'll never be good at making your bias or having good drawn liquidity if you never backtest. Okay, it's like everything in life. You have to practice, and it's okay for like the first time you backtest and everything to like just get fucked and have shitty daily bias and everything. But keep in mind that's by failing, by having shitty bias and everything, that you can actually learn and get good at finding your bias. Okay, by failing, that you can understand why you're failing and stop failing. Okay, so you don't have to be scared of backtesting. Even if you never did that before, you have to do it. Okay, that's how you get good at something. Okay, so like don't be scared to just like what we're telling you right now on like how to find daily bias and everything. Take notes, and when this call is done, go and try to find your daily bias every single day. Okay, when I first started learning, I had an an exercise that was for me, that I was just going on FX replay, and instead of looking for a trade to take, I was just making my bias and seeing if my bias is right. And once my bias was right, I was like, okay, why did this work? And once my bias was wrong, I was like, okay, why did this not work? Okay, so I take the focus off of taking trades, and I just kept the focus on finding my drawn liquidity and bias, so that you just isolate the problems. Okay, so if you find that you have a problem with having a good bias, and most of the time you understand like the way to take a trade, but you don't understand where you should target your trade, just focus on going on FX replay and just like practicing your bias. Okay, so you try, you New York Open, you make your bias, and if you're right, good, journal it, understand why you're right. If you're wrong, good. Okay, if you're wrong, that's even better than if you're right, because you can understand what you're doing wrong and fix it and get better. Okay, so you journal this, and like you just repeat the process, repeat. Okay, so guys, don't be scared to backtest. I'll break your balls with this, but never like just backtest, and backtest. Okay, that's how you get good. Okay, there's everything in life. Don't be scared to put in the work.
It's like a video game. Like, I don't know if you guys played Rocket League or even like Fortnite. Fortnite used to have those like edit maps and building maps where you would just grind on it every single day just to get good, right? And I used to do that every day just to get good at editing and building. Same thing. This is the exact same thing. It doesn't change. You just trade more and more. You develop your bias. You develop every single thing. And once you're good at everything, you can start, taking good trades and actually applying it to real life charts. So it's that simple. You just have to practice and never stop. And journaling your trades is like, it's the best thing you can do. Your backtested trades. If you don't do it, then you're not really about the grind and you don't really want this. So it's that simple. For market maker, buy model, sell model, or shift mostly determined by bias, or there are other indicators. Aidan, do you want to explain this?
For market maker, buy and sell model, are shifts mostly determined by bias, or what do you mean by? Yeah, that's good. Going to backtest daily bias only. What do you mean by shifts? Like shifts are mostly determined by bias. Like I don't understand what you mean by shifts. Oh, like no, like tu veux lui montrer like he doesn't understand what's a market maker buy model and sell model. Like just a market maker buy model and sell model is just like the way the market is moving. You can't like really determine a shift in the
if I could maybe
maker.
explain it in like the TGR bootcamp terms, I guess it's just the trend. It's kind
Yeah,
of
it's
just a
just a
trend.
trend.
If you
It's
if you
just to
look at
understand like the
this zone here, for example, just this zone, you can see that we're clearly in like some sort of market maker sell model because we're just so bearish and we're continuing to be bearish. So the model is just sell.
la flèche, elle est maléfique.
I know. I don't have the I don't have the round thing. I don't have it. So
There's no high time frame inversion that makes it. Okay. So you mean like when do you go from, let's say, having a bearish bias to having a bullish bias more? Because you can't really predict when the whole trend is gonna shift, but you can predict the like when you flip your bias. Let's say, genre, en fait, il veut savoir when to flip bias.
okay,
Is that
yeah.
it? Like
So
mostly.
it's exactly what you said. It's higher time frame inversions. That's the number one thing that I look at for my bias. For example, we're in like a. I'm gonna do your drawing. So for example, we're really
Actually,
going.
actually, actually, you can just show him the when price shifted the trend here.
Okay,
When
sure.
we had
Like
an
here,
SMT at the low and tapped the no lower.
here.
The low, yeah, went from micro sell model to buy model. Like you can show him how like we were able to just know this from daily bias. Remember we had an SMT at the low, we tapped into a 4 hour gap and everything, and we inversed the gap during pre-market.
Mm,
Je l'avais expliqué last call, samedi dernier. I can explain it if you want.
yeah, just explain.
You
I
can go
don't
on
remember.
FX replay. Attends, wait.
Uh-huh.
No, I'll go on the charts, cause yeah.
Oh, okay, on trading
I
view.
don't
Okay,
know.
you meant like real
Yeah, on
charts.
trading view. Yeah, I meant on trading view.
Okay.
Like you said, you have to catch big moves. Well, you don't really use this to catch big moves. It's mostly for the daily buys. Like with a trading strategy, you're not gonna see like on TikTok like those fucking 1 to 40 RR trade and all that. Like we mostly catch 1 to 1, 1 to 2, max 1 to 3 RR moves. Like you can't don't run don't like chase big moves. Just catch the small moves, but often it gets you most like it gets you
Better results.
better results.
Oh, is
Je
it
galère.
here? Are you talking about
No,
this?
it was last Thursday, I think.
Last Thursday. Hold up.
Just zoom in. Oh wait.
No, but I think it was here because I had my bias all week set from just this move here, that we swept this previous day lows, and then we inversed this. So that's a
We had an
perfect
SMT
example
with,
actually.
yeah, we had an SMT with the lows at the left. Like when you zoom, you're gonna see them.
These.
These lows, yeah, we had an SMT with these.
Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, that's exactly perfect. So, for example, you can see here we have a market model sell model, market maker sell model. Measures by split. Okay, so yeah, we have a sell model over here, right? And then you see that price makes an SMT at this low, enters this 4 hour gap, and inverses this 4 hour gap. These are the best. Also, sweeps this
Là,
liquidity.
t'es sur IS, donc faut que t'ailles sur MQ.
Oh man, yes, what the fuck? My bad. My bad.
Like, show him the SMT.
Yeah, so here's the
C'était avec
SMT.
le first wick, c'était avec le first wick. This wick, yeah.
Alright. So, SMT with this low. Perfect. So yeah,
Now you guys see the SMT.
when you see this market maker sell model, and then you see price sweep a significant liquidity pool, all right, inverse this 4 hour gap while also entering some gaps here and a SMT at the low. After this little inverse here, after this 4 hour inverse, you should automatically be bullish. Like when I look at this, imagine this here did not exist. I just want to see price get back here and then go up and just run up towards this target, this target, maybe this target, maybe all of these targets, and maybe even unfilled gaps up here if there are any. So that's one thing to identify. And if, for example, I want to see a switch of bias, then we already entered this 4 hour gap. I would like to see an SMT with maybe these highs or even just these highs if we have an SMT with this. And we also have an inverse of this new week opening gap. So we just inverse it here. Then maybe I would look for shorts towards, let's say, this unfilled 4 hour gap here, right?
But you can show him like how we acted that day where the 4 hour got inversed and the bias got flipped. You know, the day where there was the SMT and the 4 hour, you can explain to him like why we waited for the 4 hour to close before fully like switching our bias to bullish rather than staying bearish and waiting for a retrace and then a short. you know. Genre, explique-lui pourquoi on a attendu que la 4 heures inverse pour prendre des
Okay, yeah,
losses à la
yeah.
place de juste...
So first of all, imagine, look, market opens
Parce que là, il
here.
était 10 heures.
So yeah, market opens at, I'm gonna mark it out. On est quoi? Mercredi, jeudi.
À
Okay.
droite, ouais.
Oh my god, wrong indicator. So market opens here, right? So all of this does not exist. Forget it. Okay, that's the future. So once you see we're inside this 4-hour gap, we're holding this 4-hour gap here. We're holding it. We're not even close to inversing it yet. Okay, you don't want to see price hold it and then go back down to these lows. Okay, because you don't know. Like this is like the confirmation you need. Okay, this is like the one confirmation you need to make sure that your bias is actually right and it's actually bullish and not bearish. Because it's very possible that you have this SMT, you have this liquidity sweep, you have this like perfect, time for it to switch to a market maker buy model, but then it just doesn't inverse this gap, and then just goes back down to these lows. So it's very possible, of course, but once you see this inverse, then the next draw obviously will be this high. This 4-hour unfilled gap. Once this 4-hour unfilled gap gets hit, we might want to see shorts, and that's exactly what happened. We hit it, and then price went back for a retrace. But the market maker was in a buy model, so it hit this 4-hour, retraced a little bit down, and then kept going up because the bias was obviously just bullish. That was the weekly bias. It was just
We
bullish.
flipped bias
And
because we had an S&P with the 4-hour low that was a daily low, and we inversed that 4-hour, meaning we had a significant change in the market structure that would explain why we flipped to a bullish bias for that time. It's like you combine all of the conditions together. You combine the high time frame inversion with a high time frame SMT. It's like with all time highs when you have a high time frame SMT at the high and a high time frame inversion, so you flip to bearish. Okay. Yeah, we only decided the bias after 10 a.m. Like if I go back and check like screenshot that I have of my text with Ziad at that time, you can clearly see that I texted. I think wait, I'm gonna go back and check, but I texted him. I'm gonna wait for 10 a.m. open to decide if I want to take a long or a short. Okay, there was a long setup that was forming, and I decided to wait for 10 a.m. open to confirm that we inversed that 4-hour to take that long. Okay, I'm gonna go on my chat and send the screenshots here. Okay,
And also, it's not always, we don't always decide after 10 a.m. It's just when we have like a 4-hour or a 1-hour that we want to see get inversed. But if we're not in any type of fair value gap, then first of all, you might not want to be trading. And second of all, even if the market conditions are good, but you're just not inside a fair value gap, you would just want to look at the draw. What's the nearest draw? For example, we're inside this here. Forget this gap. This is not a fair value gap. The next draw would be this 4-hour unfilled gap. Okay, so what do I want? I want longs towards this gap. We might not have confirmation yet, but it's kind of clear that this is going to get hit. You follow me? I don't know if I explained that good. Yeah? Okay, perfect. Perfect. So we're going to go back to, if you don't have any questions, we're going to go back to backtesting. All right. Oh, you found it.
I found the picture. You can clearly see I didn't want to take it before the 4-hour inverse, and it did inverse when the 5-minute got inversed. So like the trade that I took at that time was a 5-minute inverse fair value gap towards the 4-hour unfilled, and I waited for the 4-hour to inverse to then take this 5-minute inverse fair value gap towards that 4-hour. Okay, that day I got stopped, sadly, but price still ran to my TP, just like got chopped around. But yeah. You can see on my story, it was the 18th December, I think, or 16th December, but you'll see the 5-minute entry. So yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. So let's now look at this. Do you guys understand the bias? The next one we're gonna make you guys do the bias actually. So we make sure you guys understand. But for here, it's simple. We want to either respect this or disrespect it, meaning I already drew it. Either we come back here, respect, and then go back up towards this high.
The arrow is killing me, bro. What
Yeah,
the
but
fuck
this
is this arrow?
don't
Price is
worry,
just gonna reverse in time.
we're gonna point to the 4-hour perfectly here.
Yeah.
And yeah, so if we inverse this, then my next draw would be this low. This low, yeah, this 4-hour unfilled gap. So that's it. Let's skip now. And yeah, you also want to align your time frames. You don't want to come to the 4-hour and then go to the 1 minute. It's just going to confuse you. What I do is just, I go on the 4-hour, I just look at it. I look at the 1 hour, I'm like, okay, so we have this low, we have this unfilled 1 hour. You know, we can maybe go back up here, go back to inside equilibrium of the range, and then retrace, not necessarily at the 4-hour. So, you know, just things like this. All right. So we have an SMT. Okay, perfect. We have an SMT with London lows, which is very nice. I'm gonna delete the arrows because it's annoying. Perfect. So what we can see here is we have an SMT with London lows. We could maybe go for longs right now, but preferably for the higher win rate, you would like to see this 4-hour get unfilled. Even if this SMT gets invalidated, for me, I would prefer just seeing this 4-hour get hit and then go back up, because it's just higher probability. That's it. But if we don't, then we could maybe look for trade, but it doesn't look like we're gonna have any. All right, perfect. So this is actually a textbook model. We have a low, swing high, then a swing low, and we can inverse towards the 5 minute, which is currently unfilled. So if we have this long opportunity, it's perfect for me. And I'm not waiting until, I am not gonna wait until 10 a.m. to determine my trade, because we're not gonna go back down all these points in, you know, 20 minutes we have. We would have to be really, really bearish for this to happen. And I don't think it's gonna happen. I think the chances are low. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't have an SMT at the low, you said, no?
Yeah, we have an SMT with London lows here. Oh, not anymore actually. Yeah, not anymore, because we just swept London lows.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
But it's okay.
But we still have a liquidity sweep.
Yeah, liquidity sweep plus 4-hour entry, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
So let's see, are we gonna get the inverse? We're not. Are we? It's gonna be a 2 minute. Oh, what the hell?
Il y avait des news at 10.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. So the news swept. Okay, so we have a data low now. Oh my god,
That's gay though.
that's so gay.
Okay, just check. Look if you have an SMT with this data low. If you have an SMT with this data low, I'll consider it protected.
Okay.
Like with the, yeah, we don't. Or do we?
This maybe with Asia.
Oh yes, we have. Yeah, we have. Look with the New York lunch low. We have an SMT. New York lunch low.
New York lunch low.
We have an SMT.
No, this is Asia, I think. No.
No, it's.
No, because the color is yellow, but it's actually Asia and mine.
Yeah. Okay, it's Asia. It's just your color are different. But
Oh,
yeah,
wait,
we have an
didn't.
SMT with
Okay,
Asia
we
low.
swept it actually. Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did. Okay, so we have an SMT. So this data low, we can just cross it off our minds because it's protected. So it's okay. But price is being gay.
If we have, yeah, let's continue.
Is it an SMT?
Question?
No.
No, just continue.
Okay, now that 10 a.m. has opened, are we? Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
but wait, did we inverse the 4 hour?
Yeah, we inversed
inversed.
these two
So
4
I'm gonna
hours.
flip bearish.
So yeah, now we're gonna go for only bearish trades.
So 10 a.m. open, we inverse the 4 hours, so I'm flipping my bias to bearish. I'm not gonna keep looking for longs. Like I was saying earlier, you don't have to predict the bias, you have to react. And even if you wanted longs at first, then we reacted, price just kept dumping, and we inverse that 4 hours, so now we flip bias to bearish, because we're not gonna stay married to a bias that's not valid anymore.
Exactly. So once
Now
we
you
just
flip your bias.
enter that 4 hour, we just want a little retrace up to then go back more down. It's like you take out the momentum from here and then you go back down. And what is the momentum coming from? 30-minute gaps, 15-minute unfilled gaps.
Okay.
So we have a 15-minute here. My perfect draw would be that if we hit this 15-minute unfilled gap, or that we create a new one here and we hit this one and then we just dump even more towards previous day lows. So previous day lows is now the draw. I think price is going there, maybe not in this session, maybe not in an hour, but it's gonna go there by the end of the day, I believe.
Yeah, either on NQ or on ES. If you have an SNT with previous day low, I wouldn't expect NQ to take if you have an SNT with ES.
Yeah.
Just look at ES to see if we're close with ES to a previous day low. You know? Okay, no, okay.
It's pretty
This
good.
looks so good for a retracement and a short.
Par contre, we have this gap.
Yeah, we
What
had
the
this
hell?
gap, but
I did not even see it. Okay, that's interesting. Whatever, doesn't change anything. So I want to see shorts after we hit this 15 minute. That's it.
yeah.
But we did hit this 5 minute though. This is
Yeah, but it's
interesting.
not a discounted 5 though. It's too close for me.
Yeah, okay. Makes
I would,
sense.
if it's a 5, I would like to see a discounted 5 minute. Like we just dumped so much that this discounted, like just this first 5 minute until gap won't be valid for me because it's just too close to the dump. It's like buying
Yeah,
in
it's
premium,
like
you know?
when you look at equilibrium, you're like, this is way too low in equilibrium. I don't
Yeah.
want to take this. I would just rather wait for a good retrace
Exactly.
and then go back down. If we don't have it, then it's okay. We don't trade. That's it. You see?
See, the good retrace.
Okay. Come on, get in
But
that
just stay in
15.
the 15 minutes.
Oh, but we did create a new
Yeah,
one.
see, we had what
Here?
you said, the new 15 minute. Now look at how price reacts. Look if you have an SMT with this. Go to the 1 minute and look. Like with these highs, there no SMT.
Yeah.
No
So
SMT, no
it's
SMT.
okay.
Let's see how price reacts.
I guess it will be this 3 minute inverse if we take a trade. I would not be mad with this.
Okay,
Okay, so
that's okay. Yeah, enter here. Wait, just look if we have an internal SMT though. With this low. Yeah, we don't. I'll enter this trade for me out of this.
thought we
Do we
had-
have a 5 minute though? Look at the 5 minutes because we didn't check.
we don't.
No,
So
you're on ES.
we could.
You're on ES. You're on ES. You're on ES.
Oh shit. So there's
Yeah,
no.
we have a 5 minute.
Where?
Yes, we have.
Oh shit, we do. What the
Oh
fuck?
look, it's like, but it just
Tried
inversed
to
like
fool me.
right now.
Okay, yeah. So anyways,
Yeah, but
we're gonna enter this.
So
So even better actually because we now have a 5 minute inverse.
yeah, we have a high time frame inversion, so that's even better. So I'll take this trade. For me, I'll take this trade. I'll put my stop at the body,
The body, of course.
probably.
Yeah.
Because yeah, we're pretty far, and just de-zoom. I think.
The only thing I don't like about this trade is that we did not hit this 15 minute, and we're gonna create a 30 minute
Yeah,
soon.
that's fine.
So that's the only thing I don't like about this trade. I would take it, of course, because
Ah, yeah.
it's my model, but you know maybe it doesn't hit. So whatever. Let's see.
It's not the perfect setup. That's true.
Yeah.
For that, I'll target this low. Yeah, just the one
And
to one.
even if we don't have any plus,
the-
we have new week opening gap, which is interesting. But I would just target this low for a little.
Yeah, but then
1.50.
when we see a gap, I'd like to see the gap get filled entirely, not just by a tick.
Okay, yeah.
What tu fais 9? Est-ce que c'était 9?
It was 8.5. I just arrondi.
Okay. Just look at ES, because if you have an SMT, I'll go break even.
Okay. Yeah, we're
'Cause
just,
we're
gonna-
really
we're just
close
gonna
to
keep it in
ES.
mind, and also a break-even point we're gonna keep. I guess will be this low. This.
Va sur 1 minute. Look at the 1 minute. No, that's the
yeah,
largest
sorry.
form. That's not valid. This low.
Will be this here.
Bro, I feel like j'ai déjà pris un trade exactly like this. Genre, j'ai comme des flashbacks.
When was
I'm
this?
getting flashbacks.
When was this? It's possible. Go check your journal.
C'est quoi?
Huh?
23 mai 2024. C'est sûr que j'ai déjà pris un trade exactement comme ça, bro.
Bruh.
I'm
stop
sure I
loss.
took this trade. Yeah, just started the game, just a loss.
Yeah. Maybe we can get a
I'm
re-entry
sure
after.
Yeah, just
If we have an internal
Depends.
SMT here, we don't. I would have
no,
liked
but
to
just
enter this.
avance avec la 30 minutes. We have a 30 minutes though until.
Oh yeah,
above.
we do have. Hit it, but
Yeah, tap
still.
the 30.
I just want to hit that 15. It's
Yeah.
annoying.
Just-
But do we have an SMT?
No, but there's a 30 now. We don't really need the 15. We have an internal SMT.
Yep.
Internal SMT. We hit the 30 minutes. So
I like the trade.
that would be a valid.
But
entry.
do we have even
Just-
an entry? We do not have
We have
anything.
this
Are we
one.
gonna take a 30-second?
We have the.
Hmm?
If non, on a la 1 minute à gauche
This?
qui a été table déjà. Yeah, this.
Alright, I guess.
Like just advance. Look at how price reacts and if it. Yeah, that's gay. Honestly, it's wait.
Hmm.
Wait. Put the.
We're just gonna wait. We're not gonna take this.
No.
Quoi?
Genre, je voulais dire, tu check, look at ES.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, like, honestly, I'll lucky take this.
Low-key, I really like this trade. Same,
Moi, je le
same.
prends. Seulement, in live trading, I would have re-entered here and take this trade. And if I lose, I lose. It's just part of the game. But the draw is just way too obvious for me to
Yeah.
not take it.
Affection pay is buggy.
Especially with the internal SMT and the tap of the nice.
Yeah.
The tap of the 30-minute gap.
It's crazy. Last time we had 100% win rate on the whole session. Yeah, we also
it's
we have
kinda
previous
steep.
lows. This is so obvious. Like if this doesn't hit, then whatever, bro. So let's take this.
This is just part of the game.
So yeah, the
Yeah,
1
I'll
minute.
re-enter here.
Yeah, perfect.
No, yeah, just the 1 minute is good.
And stop loss at the body.
Yeah. Here at the
TP
body,
here.
TP here.
And I would break
And
even.
just let it run. Yeah, me too.
Nice.
Break even, and then just let that bitch run. Either we have a red day or
Bang.
yeah, back.
Good
See?
shit.
Good
That
shit.
was an amazing re-entry actually. Because the first one was
Yeah,
good,
that-
but
that-
you know,
that's
it happens.
honestly, in hindsight, we should have just waited for the 30-minute tap, like the real 30-minute
Yeah,
tap.
but at the same time, like
Instead of
at the
just-
moment, you know, we had a 15
like,
minute
at the same
on.
time, price was like dropping so much that you can't just keep waiting. You have to
Yeah, I mean,
enter at some
it
point.
happens.
Like we waited for the 15-minute tap. Like most of the time, it's just gonna tap the 15-minute and then dump again. You know, like it's when it chops like this.
Yeah, and we hit the 30 minute now. Internal
that
SMT, which just was beautiful. This is A+. So, I mean, good stuff. We're going to go on to the next session.
You wanna like do you wanna do like a bias or something? Do you wanna try doing a bias and
We're actually going to let you guys do the bias now. So,
yeah?
wait, can
Do
you
you wanna
let
like
him-
come and talk, or do you wanna just text the bias?
Alright.
Text, okay, yeah. So just text your bias. Look at this.
Tell
If
me,
you wanna, like, flip
when you want me
to
to
1 hour
change time
thing.
frames and everything, and I'll change it.
By the way, Ziad, je devrais partir soon. Hein.
Ah, c'est chill.
Il est 56. Est-ce que l'autre gars, il t'a texte ou pas?
I'll text him right now.
Okay.
I just texted him. I think we're
I think
bearish
we're
because we're
because we
expecting
are
a 4 hour gap.
respecting a 4-hour gap. Yeah, and we inverse the high time frame gap.
Yeah, I agree.
We have an SMT with the low.
Yeah, that's the thing. So we have an SMT with this low, okay, and that's the only
Yeah,
problem we
but
have
this-
with here. So you're right about the thing that we inverse this 4 hour gap.
Yeah.
But if you want to
This you're 100% right.
keep doing your bias, but tell me if you want to change time frames. Tell me if you want to check ES. Tell me if we want to check like for
Yeah,
the
if you want to check for SMTs or
Yeah.
something. Because this, like at first look, your bias was right. Like we were bearish, we disrespected. Well, we are respecting a 4-hour gap, and just earlier we disrespected the 4-hour gap. Okay, so at first look, it's right, but you just can't go and look at SMT right now. So just text us if you want to look at other time frame or something. But you were starting good. Okay, that was good. 1 hour. Okay.
1 hour.
Yeah.
So we have previous day lows here, and we have previous day highs right here.
And we're lucky starting to do higher high, lower lows. $15. Felix, if you want, from what you saw, you can do your bias too, if you want at the same time.
Putain, beau, j'ai un hater, hein. Check mon.
Quoi, le quant? Le quant guy?
Ouais, check my Insta.
That's so funny.
Biggest bro.
That's so funny.
On my
What
video
you
about
asked
how to start trading, he commented a big ass paragraph about like, bro, what the hell. So
Oh,
We
on
are
your new
disrespecting
video.
bearish. Huh? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
On your new.
Bro's actively hating, Joe. What the fuck? Sorry guys, if you guys want to check my Instagram, bro, this guy wrote a whole paragraph about just
Just laisse-le, like just
no, I don't care. It's just like this dude is he thinks he's a quant or something, but whatever. So yeah, we're disrespecting bearish beta rays. Do you mean like we're like respecting? Okay, yeah. So we're respecting bullish then, and we're creating higher highs and lower lows. I mean higher lows. So and bias. Like, what are your conditions and what do you want to see? I think we're still
still
bearish.
think we're bearish.
All right.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Low-key with how we reacted, I think I'd be bearish too this day. Because even if you have the SMT at the low, wait. Because that's low-key a difficult day. Just zoom in. 4 hour, we have an SMT.
1 hour. The thing is that I like how this, for example, okay, 100 points. Preferably, what I would like to see is this 4 hour get inversed and then we go bullish. That's my perfect thing because
Yeah,
it validates the
that's what I
SMT.
want.
This SMT is inside a gap, so it's a very valid SMT for now. The way we just wicked this and just went up after
Yeah,
sweeping these
so the
liquidities.
liquidity, like,
Like-
it looks like a good liquidity sweep.
Yeah, it looks like basically what we explained. Market is gonna switch to bullish. What I see, but we need confirmation by inversing this 4 hours. So I would preferably not take anything.
Either, honestly, like zoom it to the 1 hour. Honestly, with how we are moving, if we have a good move up, then a continuation long, I'd take the continuation long to the 1 hour highs that we have on top left. You know,
Like these highs?
You can see them. Yeah, these highs. Yeah.
Mm.
Honestly, you can go to the 15-minute. Just. Yeah, not even the highs, just like the 15-minute gap that's on top. Yeah, this one. That's
Yeah, makes sense.
tapped. No, the
Oh,
one
that-
that's tapped slightly. Like this one, yeah. Just
Okay.
this little wick here, this high inside of this gap. Because even if you are bearish, I'd see at least a retrace to the equilibrium of the range. But since we have the SMT, I'd like to see a good move up with momentum and then a continuation long towards this. So you can just move, like, advance the session and we'll see how price reacts and what it gives us.
Perfect. And also, I want to add, if we did not have an SMT, I would be 100% bearish towards these periods.
Yeah,
of those.
same.
So
It's
we
just
had
the
the
SMT
but-
that's kind of like flipping
Yeah, yeah,
things
exactly.
up.
So let's
Like
see
it.
what happens. Drawing up. So yeah, we could maybe
Yeah.
have a continuation long towards the 15-minute highs,
Yeah.
but we just hit those. So I guess the next ones are gonna be this. But yeah, we just
Yeah, it
hit
just
a
depends on
15-minute
how we
unfilled
react.
gap. So let's see what happens.
Do we have an SMT with the S with the high?
Nope.
No, with like the high at the left. Yeah.
Like this one?
No, no,
So-
the one that I marked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
this. Okay, no. Okay, perfect.
we don't. So let's see what
Okay,
happens.
just advance.
Bird is chopping, but
Yeah, we're just chopping the range.
yeah, that's not a good trade.
Staying in the range.
Stay in the range.
We're just in the range right now. We have to displace either down or up.
Yeah, because we're still in the accumulation phase. I just want to see a nice, clear manipulation down. And
Yeah, if you have a good manipulation down and then a long, that would be nice. Or if you have just like a big move up and then we get a continuation long, that
Yeah.
would be nice.
that would be nice. If we hit that just this 15-minute unfilled, have an SMT, we can go look for longs. And what's gonna make me go bearish is if we just, if we inverse this 1 hour, I'm going to be bearish towards London lows.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be actually very bearish toward London lows and previous day lows.
yeah, that's for sure. Just skip. Okay, skip. That's the go on the 5.
I'm just gonna
Because
look
of
for-
HH and HL, I don't know what HH and HL means.
Okay, so we just hit a 5, but it's a weak, very weak 5. No real inverse. Okay, so So we just inverse the 5. So we cannot take longs here because the 5 minute that I marked out was just inversed. So
Yeah, but est-ce que ça hit une 15 ou une 30?
oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, we did. T'as raison.
Yeah, it did, so I'll take a long here. Higher highs and higher lows, y'all are waiting for 1 hour inverse value gap. Like we were talking about, like if we would flip bearish, yeah, since we were like in a small market maker buy model, and we were bullish because of the SMT that we had at the low. In order to flip bearish, we would have to see the 1 hour that we marked down. Tu peux aller juste sur la 1 heure to show him. Just go to the 1 hour. This 1 hour that we marked to inverse, and if that 1 hour like inversed, it would mean that the 4 hour is getting respected and we have bearish momentum. But since it didn't inverse and it didn't even tap the 1 hour, but it just went up, we stayed bullish. Like we said at the beginning, we would want to be bullish and have a continuation move towards the high that's marked with the line. Plus zoom back in.
So here, if we take this trade, I would like to take it towards this high here because it's the.
Dans la 15.
Yeah, that's the high
On a
inside
tellement
15.
hit slightly la 15.
Yeah, but it's basically a 30-minute unfilled gap too. So that's
Yeah,
nice.
but can you mark out the 15 minutes? Genre juste littéralement mets un rectangle dans la 15 qui est en dessous.
Okay, yeah. Quel 15?
J'aime bien mettre des rectangles puis le voir. Non, la 15 en dessous. La 15 combien de tape?
Oh, elle ici. Ok, ouais. I'm gonna do
Ouais,
this.
j'aime bien mettre des rectangles puis aller dans la 1 minute pour voir how much. Va dans la 1 minute maintenant. Just to see, like, yeah, we tapped so lightly. Do we have an internal SMT with that low?
We
Yeah, we
do
have.
with this
Okay, yeah, I'll
low.
take
Oh, that's. Oh, yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, we have an
Hell
internal
yes.
SMT. See, so even if we tap very slightly the 15 minute, we have an internal SMT with that low. So I'll take that trade, and even if like we instantly get stopped and then we get a re-entry, I'll take that re-entry.
Yeah.
Okay, just like last time.
And here, I'm not gonna put my
we
SL
have
at the body because, as we said, it's way too close. Literally like 10
It's
points
like
away.
not even 10
I'm gonna put it at. What I like to do sometimes is put it at, not exactly at the wick, but just a little under the wick. It's just preference for me because, you know, if you're gonna sweep a liquidity, you're gonna sweep it and then go back up. So it gives us a little bit of breathing room, you know. So no 2 minute, no 3 minute, no 5. So let's see, and we're gonna go break even at this high.
Just look for SMTs and their
Yeah.
highs.
So we have to instant close every single time we see an SMT at our highs. Nice.
Now we can go break even, and then you let that bitch run,
Let's go.
and then we hit full take profit. That's perfect. That's pretty.
That's a really nice trade. That's again A plus setup.
That's the beautiful trade.
What proves our A plus setup is we have, I mean, like I explained earlier in the call, we have a low, swing high, and then a swing low, and then we inversed that. We entered a 15-minute unfilled, plus we have an SMT. So this is like literally the most A plus model we can see. This is yeah, perfect.
You guys, for me, I'll have to go now. I can't stay very much longer. Like on the next calls, I'll be able to stay like 1 hour and a half, 2 hours. But today I have I still have my finals and everything. I have a lot of stuff to do, so I gotta go. But the next calls, I'll be able to stay longer. Okay, so thank you guys for staying, and Juan and Felix, I'll see you guys at the next calls. And of course, the recording is gonna be posted at the Free Sauce channel. Okay, so if you have any questions or anything, you can ask Ziad. I don't know how long he's gonna stay.
I can stay.
Try.
Basically, what we're doing here is, okay, we're Friday, so we ended the session. If you guys want, we can still do another day, or I can just answer your questions. And if you guys don't have any questions, and if you're too tired to do another day, then we can end it. But if you're down to do another day, we can do one. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's your choice.
Perfect. So you guys, and we'll see you guys next calls.
Next week.
Next call.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Yeah, next week.
every single
Next-
Monday. For
Every single Monday or Sunday, depends on the day, but probably next Sunday is gonna be better because most of the people of last time were saying Sunday was better for them.
yeah. So one last question.
So I'll take my stuff at the same time. Don't have to leave right now.
What's one lifestyle change that helped with discipline besides gym and journaling?
That's a good question. I want to stay. I want to stay.
You want to stay now?
Yeah, just like for that question. After I'll have to leave.
You want to answer?
No, you can answer. I'll
You want me to
answer.
answer? Okay, so what's one lifestyle change that helped with discipline besides gym and journaling? Well, it's the simple stuff, you know. Like for example, before I just set my goals. First of all, yeah, you just set your goals. First of all, set your goals. My goal was to finish, for example, the TGR bootcamp in exactly 2 months. So I watch one video every day, and I don't skip a single day. That was my goal, and I accomplished that goal by just showing up every day, being there. And what helped me is just cleaning my, keeping my area clean, making my bed every day, and just keeping consistent habits. But recently, what I've been doing is a morning routine, which might seem corny to you guys, but I mean, it's not corny. I mean, it seems like cliche, let's say. But what I do is just, I do what's needed. I don't do too much, because if I do too much, then I'm not going to be consistent. I just do enough so I can keep doing it every day. Because it's better to do a little bit every day than, 2 weeks of doing a lot and then you're being overworked. So my morning routine, for example, is I do like 5 minutes of shadow boxing, then I do like 15 push-ups and 15 squats. That's it. I don't do fucking 100 push-ups, 100 squats, because then I'll do it for a week and then I'll stop. So just do a little bit every day, and that's it. And also don't skip 2 days in a row. That's all I can give you. Yeah, exactly. Just start slow. Start one by one. You don't need to start by fucking doing 100 push-ups and then tomorrow you're not gonna do 100 push-ups. You just do 10 one day, and then the other day just do 10, and then when you feel like it, do 12. If you can't do 10, at least do 5. You know what I mean? For example, I backtest a 1 week of data every single day, at least 1 week. But there are days I don't want to. So what do? I do like 3 days. It's okay, because I still did what I had to do, and I still stayed consistent, and I did not stop. So
Like the main factor is consistency. Consistency doesn't mean you have to go 100% every day, but it means you have to go every day. Like that's the most important thing. It's like going, like my example that I love the most is like going to the gym, you know? Like even if there are days where you're gonna be tired and you're not gonna be able to push yourself 110%, you still have to go because that's what consistency means, okay? Just going every day. I've been getting payouts like in a row since September now.